so you mean that we can start, right?
Yes, we can start.
Have you received and analyzed the syllabus that we sent?
Yes, we considered the syllabus. They were really interesting, and there were some small questions during the conference. We will ask them. Yeah, my colleague want to ask those questions, which were we are going to have some verification and some more details accordingly.
There are some questions. The first question is this to compile materials of translation subjects. We need some necessary and useful and reliable references. Would you please help us? The second question is
yeah, we are really lacking of resources in this area. Unfortunately, as we already mentioned something about these things, we don't have reliable books, and most of our colleagues are empty-minded about translation sources, about reliable materials. Maybe we just need the list of those books, references, and some maybe if you have the PDF of the books, we can use from them, or it is something dumb for us, which resources should we use and which are reliable and which are recent material to be used to compile and to gather these titles which were mentioned in syllabus.
Okay, Brian, do you remember that you wanted to contact some of your friends or colleagues who live in Nizhny?
Yeah, for sure.
To come to our department and get the book that was published.
I remember.
Well,
the book is waiting for you at our department.
If it is ready, that's a great news. I will ask them to come soon to you and to get the materials. That's a good news for us. Thank you.
Okay. If you need, paper books, published books, we could also give some more to you, or I could send them as in the electronic form, saying this manual theory and practice of translation. You know it, yes? It's my book, and I could send an electronic version. Or if you need it in the book form, we will give it also to your friends.
Yeah, if there is electronic form of all materials, that will be good to receive very soon, and we can use them as well. And if there is no electronic version, then we can use the hard one as well.
Well, then there are some manuals that probably won't be necessary for you, but they contain some segments, some chapters in English that could be used as a theoretical guidance. I could also send them to you, though the material for translation. Of course, is not very, well, it's not necessary for you. Say there is a manual for translating from Russian into English. Of course, you don't need this material. Your students won't translate from Russian. But the theoretical part that is in English could be helpful. I could send it to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Will
Okay,
it be
thank
all
you.
right?
Yeah, it will be very good.
But you should understand that those who speak with the country, you maybe use only as samples. But when we speak about, say, the business translation course, yeah, or other courses of translation, well, it is clear that we cannot recommend any book on translation from English into Russian, for example, or from English into Arabic. So probably you're supposed to compile those manuals yourselves, yeah?
Well, we do not work with texts in the languages that we need. We work with texts in English and Russian.
Yeah, according to texts which are should be translated from Pashto or from Dari into English or vice versa, we can gather those samples and those materials by ourselves. But according to general information, like general information about theory of translation or business translation, and these things are necessary to have to find a way. When we found a way, when we guided the students, then we ourselves provide those practical materials to be translated into source and target languages.
So the manuals or textbooks that we can send will serve mainly for guidance, right?
Yeah, right.
Of course, even those texts that are in English, well, probably, well, in some cases you can translate them not into Russian, not into your languages. But mainly it's just for guidance to see what and how can be done, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that was the first question.
Yeah, that is solved. Thank you. And the next question, please. Mhm.
We have another question about practical translation subject. We want you to send us a sample of practical paper that you and your students did.
Translating
You know,
from Russian into English?
just we mean, we don't have practical period in our university,
Yeah.
especially in this area. In our English department, we don't have such things. She means that if there are samples of your practical period, how they are going to practical work, how they are working, and how they gather materials and how the practical works go on. Just a simple to guide us how to start our practical work with our students.
My mean is that how can we start in this subject, practical subject? Yeah.
Yeah, practical part of the
This
subject.
is, colleagues, this is exactly what is described in detail in that book, in that monograph that we are talking about. For every aspect of translation, it is a detailed description of the purposes, the material, and what can be done in class.
But I believe that what is meant is not classroom activities, but the activities during the practice. What
Yeah,
we call practice.
the practical period.
Practical.
You mean, okay, you mean practical work in class or practical work as
Outside the class also.
Yeah, we mean those practical works. For example, we have in general course of translation in the fourth semester, we have practical translation of text of a general chapter. These kind of works, how it should be done. For example, we had practical period as well in our student period. We just gathered materials and we translated some materials from English into Russian and vice versa. These kind of things. You know, in practical period, mostly students are introduced to some companies to do their practical work. Yeah, like in business translation, when we introduce some students to business companies, how to introduce them, how the procedure should be done, and how should they gather the materials from their practical period in companies. We mean those practical periods which are spread of practical works in class.
well, as for companies, we have agreements with several companies, and we stipulate the time for which, when, and for how long our students are supposed to work practically for the company, well, as part of their studying. Work that is, I don't mean that they get salary, but they perform all the necessary things. The company gives them tests, and there is always a person in the company who supervises this work. So students work there, they translate, they actually translate or interpret, it depends on what the company assigns them with. And there is a supervisor who analyzes their work and assesses it and guides them, explains what's wrong and what's right, and then writes, or, well, usually, yes, their opinion of the student for us to know the level at which the student performed. That's how it usually happens. It's not us who gather the material, it's just the practical materials of the company.
Practically, we have two forms of practice, two kinds of practice. Well, at the initial stage of training, our students are supposed to have their practice at the university. And so we have some materials, some tests which are used to them for translation. Well, our fifth-year students are sent to companies. They are then given assignments by the company management. Well, I think it may be any assignment, not only for translation or editing, for example, as well. Okay, so I understand that we are supposed to describe how practice is organized at our university, and annex some texts which are used for translation during the practice period. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at this curriculum, and I don't see that the practice period is stipulated in the curriculum.
I think in general course of translation, the fourth semester.
Translation is a discipline which is taught in classroom.
Yeah.
And
Interactive
I
meetings.
think it is the beginning of training. It is just introducing students into the very process of translation. It's the period where they are explained the basics of translation. It's not practice as something done outside the
Ah,
classroom.
it is just a guidance for students about practical works. And
It's just a class teaching what translation is and how students or people are supposed to translate. It's an introductory course into translation itself.
uh-huh.
It's just the basics of translation.
Mhm.
And as for practical, we have these two types of practice. First, in the fourth year, they are specialists. That is for bachelors, it's in the third year, where they have this practice, under the guidance of our professors, and in their final years, that is in the company, just the way I described it.
As
It's something
for
outside these subjects.
uh-huh. As for practical materials, as Zobnikov mentioned, you have materials, samples
Yes.
of those things. It will be helpful for us to receive some samples and to prepare our own material considering those samples. It can help us as well. If you provide them as well, we will be very grateful of you.
So, you mean that practically it will be helpful if we send samples of all the teaching materials for every aspect of translation, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the third question, please.
The last one and the other question is this. In sixth semester, as we noticed, there are three titles, just three titles. Is it enough?
We mean this business translation. If you open the business translation syllabus in the sixth semester, which should be taught in 2 credits,
Okay,
we have
what test are we talking about?
yeah, three titles like claims, general terms and condition of delivery and payment, contract for sale, purchase. These we mean that
So you
this
use it
yeah.
for business translation, right?
Yeah, these
Just to
three titles
understand.
will be enough for 2 credits for 4 months, or should we expand or?
It largely depends on the number of classroom hours. Well, semester 6 you mean, yeah? Claims, general terms and conditions of delivery and payment, and contract for sale and for sale and purchase of goods. Well, we spend quite a lot of time, well, trying to explain to our students how claims are made or should be translated. Well, contract is a very important topic, as well as general terms and conditions on delivery and payment.
Uh-huh. It means
And
there
this
are
topic
several
quite a lot of
subtitles
time
for them.
devoted.
Well, colleagues, the thing is that to translate these titles, that is these types of documents, they should understand the essence of these documents, the types of relations between, the participants or between the companies. They should understand the meaning. That is why it's not just a technical question of translating words and sentences, of substituting forms in one language for forms in another language. It's rather understanding the essence of what a contract is, what's the difference between the types of contracts, between conditions of delivery, forms of payment. It's all the essence. That's why it's not very quick. It takes a lot of time.
Okay. So there are too many subtitles in these main titles, it means.
It became clear. I didn't get right.
Yeah, thank you.
Our general principle of teaching translation is that we do not translate words just texts. We translate meaning, sense. We insist on it that in order to translate, a person should deeply understand what is being translated. That is why it's always a very deep analysis. It doesn't matter whether it is business translation or technical translation or general translation. First of all, it's necessary to analyze the situation, the meaning of every term, the meaning of every type of deal, say, and only then it can be translated. That's why it's always slow. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, thank you.
When we compile Syllabus 400 translations sequence, you'll see that the number of titles will not be great. In technical translation, for example.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of the number of titles.
Got it. So, yeah, according to other subjects which are missing, we didn't receive the syllabus. I think maybe you are working on it, or we will receive till next webinar. Like technical translation, interpreting, we had some subjects as well. When will we receive the syllabus?
Well, according to our plan, our next webinar is in May, between 12th and 14th of May. Probably, we'll compile more syllabus by that time. And here, I have a question. We postponed the webinar on translation didactics till later. Instead of it, we had a webinar on curriculum. So, do you think we should have this webinar on translation didactics in May, or should it be just again discussion of other syllabus or other disciplines?
Maybe if we arrange that webinar in June, it will be better. In May, we are also a little bit busy with some with some exams, where exams are already started. We are trying to finish our exam. Maybe it will be finished during the May. And in May, if we have one webinar, that will be enough. But we can arrange that in June if it's possible.
Arrange an additional webinar in June, right? According to our plan, we have no webinar in June, but if you think we should do it, we can arrange an additional webinar.
Yeah.
Okay. We could do it this way. could send some materials by our webinar email, do you think we could complete syllabus?
By the 12th of May, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, bearing in mind that we have organized
Yes.
well, I think that some of
And some materials.
so I'm thinking about some materials together and send to our colleagues.
And I think that probably this idea of an additional webinar in June is a good idea, because still I think that we should have the webinar on translation didactics, because to work with the syllabus, with the titles, it is necessary to be aware of what translation didactics is. Then there will be fewer questions about whether it is sufficient or not, things like this, because then it will be clear what the general approach to teaching translation is. So, do you think we could have it in June? On translation didactics presentation.
If you have time, if you can
Yes,
come.
So we'll try to.
Usually we have time for the regular translation practice.
We'll send as many materials.
Otherwise, it will be somewhat premature to talk about translation practice. But when we have all necessary syllabi for each discipline,
Yes, and then please do not tell your colleagues or friends who are here to come to the department and get the book, because it will help a lot. The book that is waiting for you. Please do not forget to ask them to do it. That will be helpful.
Safari.
Oh, so then, we will have our webinar in May, before which we send some more syllabus and some materials, right?
Yes, we can have the webinar after receiving the syllabus, and we will study the syllabus.
Okay,
we can
we'll
arrange.
discuss it in May, and then we'll have a webinar on translation didactics in June.
Yes, sure.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Good. Good. So I'll insert it into our plan, and we'll have it in June. Good. Any more questions, comments?
I don't have any question. If my colleague has some. We don't have any question. If there is any question from your side, please.
okay, if you have any, please do not hesitate to write us.
As for us, so far, no questions. No questions. We discussed everything. Well, there is this question: when students are supposed to have their training in companies,
Yeah.
on seat in the curriculum. Practical professional training in companies, or may have it as we do both in the university and in companies, but we don't see it only curriculum. Think about it, please, and just let's somehow probably adjust the curriculum to it, or insert it into the curriculum somehow.
Maybe Yeah, we will think accordingly as well. Maybe about this work, we should work on curriculum as well once more. And will we have these practical period or sending students to companies in some of subjects related to translation, which is in red items? Do we have such a title or such a section in like technical translation or economic translation, post editing?
Oh,
In
no,
here
no,
we
no.
don't have.
This kind of practice is not included into a syllabus of any discipline because it is not included into the discipline, into the subject.
We
So
we have one more.
that's a separate period and to assign to companies.
It's a period when they do not attend any classes at the university.
Mhm.
It's a period, say, for 2 weeks, for example, they work in companies. And it cannot be attached to any particular aspect because actually you never know what a company will need.
Yeah.
What kind of translation? Some companies will need tests in oil refractories or say some contracts or they will probably need a description of some technology or whatever. And the student is supposed to translate any type of text.
Still, we have one credit in. We can add in each semester. I mean, fourth year, we can add one credit here and one credit in seventh semester. Maybe if we add some title in this part, like practical work with companies or practical work only, and if we send them once a week to companies to work practically and to see the process of work, these things, will it be possible?
Right?
Then we will add two more credits in final year. I mean seventh and eighth semester.
Yes, right.
Please look at the eighth semester.
Mm-hmm.
We have internship in the eighth semester.
Yeah, internship.
Isn't it what we are talking about? The practical work with companies.
Ah, internship will cover this practical work or not?
Well, it implies it. Well, practically it means the same. So return that internship maybe should clarify what it meant.
Yeah, probably terminology, yes, for terms.
Terminology.
Well, so,
It is the last semester.
Yeah, it is the last semester, and they are working on their monograph thesis as well. They will be a little bit busy in each semester. If we divide them in 2 semesters, it will be useful, I think, like a seventh semester and eighth semester, because in these final semester they will get general ideas and they will get the translation knowledge, and they should apply their learn things to practical period and practical aspects. I think maybe it will be more vehicle for them.
Then you have only 4 disciplines in the eighth semester.
Or maybe we can add in sixth as well, sixth, seventh, maybe, because we have 17 credits here at least we can add one credit, like 18th and one and maybe for 7th. How many do we have?
Oh, I think that it would be too early to premature to have internship or practical work with companies that are involved in the sixth semester because the students are still in the process of
Yeah.
acquiring some practical skills of translation,
Yes, sure.
of technical translation, business translation. They do not know much. They are not ready
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
to companies and to have some and to acquire some practical experience and expertise in translation and interpreting.
Then
So the seventh semester, the eighth semester, seems to be more reasonable.
The eighth semester is just the most reasonable period, also. And if it's 3 credits, that will be enough, I guess, for the whole period.
So the disciplines, the subjects must be rearranged in the curriculum, right?
yeah, a
In
little
a
bit.
certain way. Because the total number of credits should be 17, right?
We have
Or not more than 17.
no, until 20 we can add until 20. We have
Okay.
space here. More than 20, then we cannot. In 21, the classes will be too much, and it is not allowed to add more than 20.
Then we have, well, 20 credits in the seventh semester.
Yeah, in 8th semester we have 3 more empty credits.
Can we add them?
We can add in 8th semester because we have 3 more empty credits. Possible that.
Possible. Why not?
What should we title them? Practical work only?
Professional training.
Professional training, yeah.
Well, I don't like the term professional training in this context because everything we do is professional training.
Yes, but we need just names.
Yeah,
Yes,
just.
sure.
Of course, you see, it appears that the word practical translation is misleading. It can be interpreted those as opposed to theory of translation, and what we do in class is practical translation.
Yeah, yeah.
And it also is interpreted as internship. That's why we need a special term.
So, and what about internship?
No, but internship we have it in
It's
the
also the training.
No, it is not. In the first case, for the semester is okay, but we need something for the second semester instead. Or have I misunderstood you?
Well, I think that we should rearrange the curriculum. Well, indeed, internship during the 8th semester, well,
برنامه‌ای
quite desirable, I would say.
که
Why?
Well, students are supposed to prepare their thesis. Well, they must have some classes at the university, and at the same time, they will be absent. They will be working at companies for a long period, quite a long period of time.
But this semester can be divided into two parts. The first is the larger part is just at the university. Just as well.
Well, it is, we know that, well, the spring semester,
Yes.
what is the number of weeks we have during the semester?
And 7th,
How many?
And 7, let me count.
No, in the eighth one.
In 8 we have 3 more credits.
No, we are speaking in terms of weeks.
I'm thinking about the number of weeks.
Number of
The
weeks.
total number of weeks.
16 weeks.
16 weeks.
Yeah, in all semester after that.
And 3 credits equals to
Every week 3 times. 3 hours.
3 hours every week.
It means 1 college day.
Well, so when we say internship, 3 credits, how long will it be in weeks? If they do not have any other classes, if they just work in companies, then for how many weeks should they work for it to be 3 credits? How long?
قانچ وقت لو کمپان لگی برسه نیچ وقت بود بلا بار کمپان لگی عملا میشه سن نیچه تو رفتش دسته بولم یه اون آلتا هفتانم بربرسن روزن مکمل کیتسن we have some different idea. Here we have some practical work for students of English department. They go to schools, for example, once a week. When they have 3 classes, 3 hours, and they full time. They don't stay in university. They just go to school to learn practical works. If we apply like that, they should be once a week, or maybe on Monday, on Tuesday, what day we choose. And they should work 1 day of college in companies, and for the other remaining days they should be to their classes and continue the theoretical works or the other subjects. Maybe it should be continued until 16 weeks, whole semester.
Once a week, they have.
It's a bit different from what we mentioned, so probably let's take some time to think it over.
Okay, we will think about it. Then we will discuss a little in our next webinar as well, accordingly.
Yes, right.
It will be fine, yeah.
Of course, we have to adjust to this new approach. Okay. All right, so we send more syllabus, we send some materials. You send your friends to the department for the good, or it describes everything in detail.
Okay.
And then, well, we try to consider this idea about internship, and we meet one of the days between the 12th and the 14th. Now let's see what days they are. In May, that is Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Friday is impossible here. Maybe on Wednesday, Thursday, we can do it.
Okay, I see. So it is Wednesday or Thursday, and well, since we are going to have somewhat changed arrangement of classes in May, we'll probably write as soon as we know our schedule here. If everything is just as it is now, it probably should be Thursday, 8:15, just like the previous time. Or you might have your ministry at the university at the time, and we too. So we'll probably discuss it a bit later.
We can have some email exchanges accordingly considering our works according to time.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, any more questions to discuss today?
There is no more question. Thank you for joining us. It was very good discussions, and the questions we had already solved. Once more, we heartily appreciate your hard working, your cooperation, and we learned many things, especially from
It's our joint, it's our joint affair plan, so
Yeah.
it's okay, we are working together, and thank you for this cooperation, and have a good day.
Have a good day too. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.